Good morning, my friends. My name is Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and Pact Podcasting Network. Today, our mission is not a light-hearted day. Today is not a day of celebration. Today is a day of remembrance, accountability, and compassion. This is a very, very important day because it deals with our future. It deals with something that unfortunately is out there more than we really want to see, and most definitely out there more than it should be. But today is the International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression Day. This day exists because the world once watched children suffer in silence, and the world refused to let that silence continue. The roots of this day go back to June of 1982 when the Israeli Defense Forces invaded southern Lebanon following an assassination attempt on its ambassador. The conflict escalated quickly, and the number of civilian casualties rose sharply, including children. I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to say what I always say. We are talking about two groups of people, and we're talking about something that is so divisive when it comes to sides. There is one fact that's undeniable. Losing a child is tragic. Losing a mother is devastating. Losing innocent people is terrible. I do not support any loss of civilian life. And it doesn't matter if it's on one side or the other. There is nobody just nobody who can defend the senseless loss of child's lives. The lives of our innocent people. There's just no defending that. None. So, left, right, center, upside down, whatever you want to call it, this is not a one side fits this situation. This is an all sides mean this is a problem situation. So do not anyone take this as I'm going on one side, because I am not. I absolutely am not, and I will never, ever support any kind of murder of children. Never. So, at an emergency meeting on August 19th of 1982, the United Nations General Assembly expressed shock and outrage at the suffering of innocent Palestinian and Lebanese children caught in the violence. That moment led to the creation of this observance. The war lasted 4 months, but its impact reshaped global child protection efforts. It pushed the United Nations to adopt the Convention on the Rights of the Child, which later became the most widely ratified human rights in treaty history. But here's the part that hurts the most. Even with all of that progress, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime reports that violations against children in conflict zones have increased in recent years. Violence against children leaves scars that last a lifetime. It steals development, opportunity, and safety. Folks, it steals lives. You have all heard me talk about Holly Miller and the situation she was in, the violence that was perpetrated upon her as a child. Her best friend was right there with her. Holly had the strength and the support she needed to rise. She still knows what happens. Okay? But she was able to overcome and flourish even with what had happened to her. Her best friend, who went through the exact same thing at the exact same time, is no longer with us. Violence against children has the potential to take everything. The UN estimates the world loses trillions of dollars every year because of the long-term damage caused by violence against children. This is why this day matters, and this is why we cannot look away. Today's observance began with international conflict. The truth is simple. Children everywhere face aggression, trauma, and harm, including right here and in your neighborhood. Wherever you're at, children are facing traumas everywhere. And that's why today we highlight one of our mission partners who stands on the front lines of protecting children and families. The Lighthouse of Denver, a sanctuary for children and adults with physical challenges, neurological conditions, and complex needs. A place where families find support, dignity, and hope. A place where children who have been overlooked, underserved, or misunderstood finally receive the care that they deserve. Their work is not just medical, it's emotional, it's human. It's life-saving. Please make sure that you scan the QR code that you see above, visit their page, and then you can join and support them by making a purchase with any of our giving partners. Because this is one of those that is so important. One of the things that the Lighthouse does that is so important in the lives of us here as a household is they're able to allow a young person a chance to calm down and not go from one terrible situation into absolute confusion of a foster home. I don't know, and I do not want to imply that you may not know what the foster system is. I don't have that right to do that. You could have more knowledge than I ever will. But we've been in a couple situations where a foster was brought in and there was no transition time. And it went from a terrible time to complete and total chaos and without knowing anything. And it just turned into, it was very difficult, and it was a failure waiting to happen. That's why the Lighthouse is so important. Please scan the QR code. Support this program. Please support this program. But you can also learn more at thelihthousedenver.org, thelihthousedenver.org. You can also find them on communitypayitforward.us. Just type in the Lighthouse of Denver and you will find all of their information. Or, of course, you can scan the QR code. One of the other things that you can do, hey, Zach, can you give me the information for the Lighthouse? Can you give us an introduction? I'll make that happen. Today is about the children who never choose the violence around them. The children who carry trauma into adulthood. The children who need us, all of us, to stand up, speak up, and show up. We honor the children lost. We honor the children who survived. We honor the people and the organizations who fight every day to protect them. Our Whatcha Got question of the day. What is one thing you believe every child deserves? No matter where they live, what they look like, or what they've been through. Please make sure you put your answer in the comments. Share this question, share this video with others, and let's uplift ourselves and make sure that we as a group start protecting those who's the rulers. They are our future. We cannot expect success if we do not provide support. What is the one thing that you believe every child deserves, no matter where they live, what they look like, or what they've been through? Please like, share, subscribe, comment in the below, and make sure that you share this with others. Share it. Say it out loud. Let the world hear what you believe children deserve. Now, our Community Pay It Forward Mission Act of the Day. That's right. We named it finally. The Community Pay It Forward Mission Act of the Day is this. Stand as a light for a child. Today's act is simple but powerful. Visit the Lighthouse of Denver, learn their mission, share their work, and if you can, support a child who needs a safe place to grow. We've got to protect our youth. Please remember, you can take and you can support this wonderful organization by simply scanning this QR code. You scan this QR code, you become a hero for kids in Colorado. Even one share, one conversation, one donation, one act of awareness can change a life. Look, folks, children should never be victims of aggression. Children should never be collateral damage. Children should never be forgotten. Today we remember. Today we acknowledge. Today we act. My name is Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and the Pact Podcasting Network. Thank you for joining us today for What You Got. We'll see you tomorrow, but until then, please be the light that someone needs.